Good morning, everyone. This is Juana. Thank you for being here. I'd like to share this journal and wall hanging that I made. I used some of Nery's laces, and I used doilies from Donna and much more stuff from my own stash. So this heart measures 7.5 inches at the widest part. I used the image and I edged it in laces from my stash and added pearl beads to it. Added beaded trims to it with a piece of applique, beaded applique here. I used the part that I cut off from this trim to make the hanger, and it's the same one that's edging the image here. The back is just plain. I used 2 little daisies from NerisLaces to anchor the hanger. And now this is the journal. It's round. It's 8 inches round. It's 2¼ inches tall, and it's 5 pages. I used binder rings to hold it together, to which I added just a little tie from some sari silk, and she's held closed with a length of sari silk also. Now I had no idea what this was gonna look like. I just started working and I couldn't stop. I had made this topper a couple years ago, and I found it the other day when I was looking for something, and I'm like, oh, what do I do with this? So I started working on this. I edged it out in some lace trim. I beaded everything on here. I made this little organza rolled flower. I also made this lifesaver looking flower, to which I added a little butterfly charm. I added some bead sprays and tulle, and another kind of bead spray here. I used the same applique beaded trim that I used on the wall hanging. I used that on here. The back I left plain. And so let's go inside. So the first page I left as is, except that I added flat back pearls to each one of the little crochet flowers on it. This is the first page. This is my favorite image. And so it's just loaded. I beaded this applique, and I added this other applique with the, I think this is like a chiffon flower. I used some of the beaded bridal trim from NerisLaces and edged it in this lace trim and flat back pearls. More beaded applique. And so that's the first page. And we turn the page, and on this side, she's all decked out in NerisLaces and such. This is a paper paper flower from my stash. I beaded these applique pieces to go on here. I made a pocket from a little lace collar that I had, and in this pocket I made a little booklet that I edged in some tatting trim. Here's a little crochet flower, and then I put a little satin flower in the middle of that, and it's got these pages, and it's held together with a brad, so it can easily, the brad can easily be removed so that you can write if you so wish. And so I stuck that in here. On this page, it's the page with the cherubs, and lots of lace. This lace I found at the thrift store. It was on something, and I just pulled it off. Here's a couple pieces of the same lace I used on the wall hanging, and on the front page, I added 3 dangles bead fringe things here. And on the opposite side of that page, again, I used that beaded applique that it keep everything tied in. And then I made a pocket out of that applique to hold another booklet that you can write on. It's held with a length of seam binding. It's easily removed, and she tucks right back in there. This page, I used one of those lace medallions I have, and as usual, I cut the middle out and framed her with pearls and rhinestones. And then I dyed some, coffee dyed some of Nery's appliques that I cut up, and I added flat back pearls in certain places. Here is a wedding, piece of a wedding applique, and it has that iridescent cording. Not sure if you can see it well, but yes. And the other page is the other image, and again I've used lots of laces and doilies and pearls and such. And then we come to the last page, which I used 2 doilies. The second doily, I folded part of it to make it into a pocket, to which I added flat back pearls to the little flowers. And in this pocket is another booklet with more writing space, filled with coffee, tea dyed, avocado dyed papers, another image nestled in there. And she tucks right back in there. And like I said, the back is plain, and that's my round Ave Maria journal. And whoever gets this journal, I hope they will be delighted with it. It took me a while to make this one because I don't have that thing that most crafters do. You know, that thing where you can look at a cardboard box and just know what you can do with it or what it's gonna look like. Yeah, I don't have that. So I am a very chaotic crafter. You wouldn't want to see my desk. And of course, You know, it's a mess. And when I'm finished with a project, I have to clean it up before I can start another project. And then I start a project and the whole mess just starts over again. But ultimately, I am overjoyed with the finished look of things. And if I can bring this and bring some joy to someone else, then it's all worth it. Again, thank you for visiting, and I'll hope to be back soon. Bye.